Okay, race fans, let's recap Thursday afternoon here at Delaware Park. Thanks to all our horsemen, fans, and bettors for supporting us. Handle a little shy of 1.4 million on Thursday. We were off the turf. We had a few fields that scratched down to a small field. So it is what it is with the handle. Hopefully, maybe we'll have some nicer weather on Friday. Maybe we'll get back on the turf. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed for that turf racing, maybe Friday or Saturday. Let's get right to the action here. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. They bet over 40,000 into the early pick 5 on Thursday. We're going 6 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 32,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. A field of 6 here in race 1. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of race 1.
Away and running. Tardy start for Blow By Him. Good speed for the chalk. Lex breaks right on cue. Rockingham Joe is right there in second. And on the outside, Great Quality dons that green cap in third. Fear Nothing stays parked towards the inside in front of Square Slice, and Blow By Him had a lackluster start, but it's a close-knit pack with 4.5 furlongs to go. And Lex shows the way. It's 3/4 of a length over Rockingham Joe and Great Quality, who stepped out 3 wide for the far turn. Blow By Him has picked off a couple of rivals, but had to work hard to do so. Square Slice is deep on the track, and Fear Nothing last of all. 2 sets of 3 as the 5/16 pole looms, and the first one to make a move at Lex is Great Quality. Warming up nicely is Square Slice on the far outside. Rockingham Joe holding third for the moment. Fear Nothing's out deep, and Blow By Him's last of all after a tardy start. They swing in, and Lex has a fight on its hands, and here comes Square Slice on the far outside. Rockingham Joe has momentum, and Great Quality's dropped away. Fear Nothing's late on the scene. Lex has been under the gun through the length of the stretch. Square Slice is trying to get closer at 13-1. Lex and Square Slice, photos, and might have got it. The longest shot on the board in a win photo finish.
Square Slice, a 4-year-old colt by Blofeld, making only his second start this year, and he got back to his best stride for trainer Bob Glaceris. Square Slice wins the opener at 13-1 for his second career win. He pays $28.60 with Kevin Gomez aboard. Square Slice, the upset winner there in race 1. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 would kick off the early pick 4. We're going 5 furlongs here in the second race. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Good rail speed from Akale Ganas today, but Pichu is right there and takes over the lead. Down and Dirty Donna breaks with the top 2, and the last lady is My Little Hopper. Down to the 4 furlong pole they go. The first furlong belongs to Pichu, shows the way, but it's only a neck at best. Down and Dirty Donna right there with the money on, creeping closer and takes the lead with ease. Akale Ganas is now backpedaling third, and My Little Hopper tries to stretch those legs into fourth. Midpoint around the one and only turn. Down and Dirty Donna nurses a 1-length lead. Pichu tries to re-rally in second. Akale Ganas is now up the inside and deep on the track as My Little Hopper's heads turn for home. Down and Dirty Donna slowly slipping away by 2. Trying to get closer in the red cap is Akale Ganas. And on the outside, My Little Hopper battles with Pichu. The 16th pole's in sight. Down and Dirty Donna's nicely clear at 3-5. Down and Dirty Donna has won it. Akale Ganas was second, My Little Hopper third, and Pichu was fourth.
Down and Dirty Donna wins on debut for trainer Anthony Ferrier and jockey Jamie Rodriguez. 2-year-old filly by More Spirit breaks her maiden in race 2 today. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off the middle pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs, 12,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward here in race 3. It was scratched down to a 5-horse field, but still some nice sprinters here in the third. Let's check out the action from race 3.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for Little Lance, Rominsky, and Golden Candy. Those are the first 3. Golden Candy and Rominsky set the tone, and Little Lance lurks behind the both of them at those long shot odds. Bandcamp came away in front of 1, and Zero Blitz is last of all, so no pace on with 4.5 furlongs to go. Rominsky does it easy, head down on the chest, and shows the way by a long neck, but Golden Candy looms an ominous presence on the far outside in second, and Zero Blitz is wide and out of trouble to join third. Little Lance protects that rail position, and at 4-5, Bandcamp is last of all. The quarter pole's in sight for Rominski, who continues to show the way. Golden Candy, this moderate pace pressure in second, and now from the backfield closing in is Zero Bridge, then Little Lance, and Bandcamp loops up on the far outside as heads turn for home. Rominski nursing a one-length lead. Golden Candy continues to give game chase in second. They're inside the 16th pole. Rominski holding on for dear life. Golden Candy getting closer, but so is the finish. Here's the result. Golden Candy in the final jump beats Rominski, then Bandcamp and Zero Blitz.
Well, it was a field of top sprinters, and the oldest horse in the race wins for the oldest trainer in the race. The 8-year-old son of Golden, since Golden Candy gets his 14th lifetime win. He's now made close to $650,000 in career earnings. 8 of his 14 wins have been right here at Delaware Park. Congratulations to owner David Nielsen and his father, Wally Nielsen. The veteran trainer gets the win first off the claim with the 8-year-old Golden Candy with Luis Batista aboard. $12.40 the win price there on Golden Candy in race 3. Great to see the Wally Nielsen barn having a strong start to the meet. That's the 3rd win of the meet for Wally Nielsen. All right, let's take a look here at race 4 off the turf. In race 4, we're going a mile 70 on the main track. We'd start the late pick 5 in race 4. 25,000 starter allowance for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 4.
Away and running. Volatility tossed ahead when the starter said go. Miss Ellery's the first one to ping. Gourmet is right there too. Now Volatility grabs 3rd, and Beautiful Bloom is last of the 4 with 7.5 furlongs to go. So Miss Ellery sets the tone as they swing left for the first of 2 times and shows the way by 1. A tracking second is Gourmet, while Volatility rides that rail after an awkward start. And Beautiful Bloom is last of this quartet, but only 2.5 lengths would cover the lot. They race down to the 6 furlong point, and Miss Ellery continues to show the way. True to form with that early speed and shows the way by a long neck. Gourmet's looking for back-to-back wins and is right there hounding the speed ball in that 2nd place position with 5 furlongs left to go. Volatility rides the inside under a tight hold in 3rd, and Beautiful Bloom is still last of all. So 2 pairs of 2 as they race down to the 4 furlong point, and it's still Miss Ellery showing them the way. But Gourmet is lurking right beside that speed in 2nd. Volatility continues to scrape the paint in 3rd, and Beautiful Bloom's trying to get closer to the top chances as they got 3/8 of a mile to go. Miss Ellery coming back to the face of the field, and Gourmet's trying to pounce on this long-time leader in 2nd. Beautiful Bloom is dipped out 3 wide. Volatility is under some pent-up power. Nowhere to go. No torn tickets as they turn to the top of the stretch. 3 wide is Beautiful Bloom. Now ducking to the inside is Volatility. The red cap of Miss Ellery is right there fighting hard for every single yard inside. 200 yards to go. Beautiful Bloom with a nose in front. Miss Ellery is running a cheeky race, but no better than 2nd. 8-5's the number, and Beautiful Bloom has won it. Over Miss Ellery, Volatility, and Gourmet was 4th.
Beautiful Bloom, the 3-year-old filly by Blofeld, a homebred for Chaz Blandford and Charissa Hall. She gets her 3rd lifetime win. First time Lasix today, and this was her 2nd race back off a layoff, and Beautiful Bloom put it all together at 8-5. She gets her 3rd lifetime win. Nice ride, Carol Sedania. Beautiful Bloom pays $5.40 to win race 4. Let's take a look at race 5 to start the late pick 4. Nice group of filly and mare sprinters here. First level allowance condition, optional claiming $15,000, going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Let's see the action here from race 5.
Away and running. Good inside speed from Old Bay, but that was short-lived. There's the speed of Mudslide and Kahira's Song, and 'Cause You're Pretty, the favorite, steep on the track in 3rd. Old Bay is a wrangled back 4th, 1.5 lengths clear in front of Just Like You, and Loving Gaze is last of all. So Mudslide's the dictating speed, shows the way in the 1st furlong and a half by a long half length, but Kahira's Song is right there in close attendance too. 'Cause You're Pretty loops up on the far outside in the yellow cap, and Loving Gaze is committed to a 4 wide inside kick. Trying to close in just like you, and Old Bay stays at that rail. 5/16 of a mile to go, and 'Cause You're Pretty hasn't released the brake slit and shows the way by 3/4 of a length. Chasing hard is Mudslide in that second place position, and Old Bay is getting on track and having to shove her way through as they turn for home. 'Cause You're Pretty at 1-2, nursing a 1-length lead. Up the inside is Mudslide, just like you, just at this one pace, and Old Bay is closing in for a minor award, but if you back the 6, go to the windows, you'll be the first in line. 'Cause You're Pretty lived up to the 1-2 hype. Old Bay got up for second, just like you was third, and Mudslide weakened to fourth.
The 5-year-old mare, 'Cause You're Pretty, gets her 8th lifetime win. Now about $200,000 in career earnings for this mare by Sharp Azteca. She wins first off the claim for Super C Racing and trainer Kieran McGee. Carlos Lopez, the winning ride. 'Cause You're Pretty goes off 1-2 and pays $3 to win race 5. But if you hit the early pick 5, it paid pretty well with a couple $3 winners in the sequence. Early pick 5 still paid $852. Congratulations if you had that, as 'Cause You're Pretty, a big winner there in race 5. All right, let's take a look here at race 6, off the turf, going a flat mile on the main track. Maiden claiming $16,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 6.
Away and running. Good speed today for Indy's Universe and Feather Wish. They break 1-2, and Beaster Burden came away a tracking third. Holy Fit up the inside shares fourth with Marmara. Second to last up the inside is Valerie Street, and the one who was toey in the gate is She's a Hot Mess. The third favorite's a lackluster last. 6.5 furlongs to go. Feather Wish shows them the way past the 6 and shows the way 3/4 of a length. Indy's Universe, one path off the rail and is pulling hard under the jockey's hands in the second pick, and the favorite Holy Fit is right there eyeballing the both of them. There's a gap of 2 back to Valerie Street, who gets over to the inside, and Beaster Burden was passed for that 4th place position. Marmara is still in front of 1, and She's a Hot Mess has nothing so far. 4 furlongs to go. Indy's Universe turns up the heat on Feather Wish with 3.5 furlongs to go, and Holy Fit's committed to a 3-path kick and closes nicely. Deep on the track, Marmara is closing into the top 4 with 3 furlongs to go. Indy's Universe is holding on to a 1.25 lead, and the jockey hasn't asked yet. Holy Fit gets a couple of reminders to stay with the speed, not responding as of yet. On the far outside is Marmara, and Valerie Street rides that rail at the top of the stretch. Indy's Universe gets a pop of the crop and has a healthy lead as they spin to the top of the stretch, and has a winning break as of right now. Holy Fit has no more to give. Up the inside, Valerie Street battles on. She's a Hot Mess is finally erupting and will claim second, but Indy's Universe is nicely clear with 70 yards left to go. Indy's Universe, a decisive winner. She's a Hot Mess made up a stack of ground for second. Marmara got up for third, and Holy Fit weakened to fourth.
Well, the Cary Raven Barn having a solid meet. Now 4 wins from 10 starters as they break the maiden here with this 3-year-old filly by Unified. Indy's Universe breaks her maiden at 5-2 with Alexander Crispin aboard. She pays $7.20 to win race 6. Race 7 would be our upper level feature of the day for 3-year-olds and upward, going a mile 70 yards on the main track. Some real nice horses in here. Let's see the action from race 7.
Away and running. Nice start. Good speed for Papa's Revenge today, but Feeling Woozy is right there too, and on hold is Arrow Speed. Divine Miracle, War Master, and Warp 9 make up the last ones as Arrow Speed drops the last as they go around this Paddock Grove turn. So Feeling Woozy is the leader today and shows the way by 1 tight length, but in the rear view mirror, 3 of them lurk right behind. War Master's in the center, Warp 9 the deepest, and Poppy's Revenge rides that rail as they pass the 6 furlong stick. There's a gap of 2 back to Arrow Speed, who's on hold on the inside, and that teammate is Divine Miracle. 5.5 furlongs to go. Feeling Woozy had to work a little hard to get the lead, but leads him past the 5 and shows the way by a length and a long tail, while War Master is right there, saddling up to the speed in second, and Poppy's Revenge is right there close in tow. Deep on the track comes Warp 9, while Arrow Speed continues a ground-saving trip as the public's pick, and now still last of all is Divine Miracle as they turn again. So Feeling Woozy 8-5 on the tip of his nose and shows the way by 2.5 lengths. Poppy's Revenge is all in that second place spot. Aerospeed needs to get going right now because Feeling Woozy has slipped away from the opposition and has opened up 5 expansive lanes. Homeward bound now, Feeling Woozy has spaced the rest. Aerospeed now tries to claim second. Poppy's Revenge has no more to give, and late on the scene is Warp 9. But this was a heady ride by Martin Twan today. Feeling Woozy came out of his corner swinging, and nobody was never near. Feeling Woozy with a dazzling win today. To beat Aerospeed in second, Warp 9 third, and Poppy's Revenge was fourth.
Feeling Woozy wins first off the claim for our leading trainer, Jamie Ness. That's the 32nd win of the meet for the Ness barn. Feeling Woozy, the 5-year-old son of Irish War Cry, now a 5-time winner. He's now made over $300,000 in career earnings. Jockey Martin Chuan gets his 19th win of the meet. Feeling Woozy pays $5.20 to win race 7, our feature of the day. Race 8 features some nice sprinters going 6 furlongs, 45,000 starter allowance here for 3-year-olds and upward in race 8. Group of 6 sprinters here. Let's see what happens in the Thursday finale.
Away and running. Good speed today from Chipotle. Cardinal is going to flash some early toe, and El Divino Nino gets a good pace to chase. Plausible Denials in front of Intrepid's Legacy, who now takes that 4th spot away. And Crew Dragon was the first one in and the last one away. So this is a very hot pace that Cardinal sets. Chipotle yields to that leader with 4 furlongs to go. And there's a gap of 4 back to El Divino Nino, who has the run of the race. Intrepid's Legacy tries to pick up those legs in that 4th place position, and a city block away is Crew Dragon and Plausible Denial. So Chipotle blazes the far turn trail now with a 3/4 length lead. Cardinal backed up fast, and the back markers are slowly closing in. Plausible Denial now hits that best stride, and Crew Dragon has momentum too, and Crew Dragon has all this sweet momentum. They got to catch Chipotle at the top of the stretch and leads by 3. Plausible Denial's up the inside. Crew Dragon continues to make up a stack of ground. There's 70 yards to go. Chipotle holding on to a 2-length lead. Plausible Denial getting closer, but so is the finish. The favorite's home. Chipotle has won it. Plausible Denial was second, Crew Dragon third, and Intrepid's Legacy was fourth.
This is for the first time today, and a 3-year-old son of Matoli, a Minnesota bred for On Your Left Racing and trainer Mike Gorham. Chipotle now a 5-time winner from 10 starts. He's made a bunch of money, over $150,000 in career earnings now. This is a nice 3-year-old Mike Gorham has. He's a perfect 3 for 3 with Lasix. Nice ride there. Raul Mena. Chipotle pays $640 to win race 8. The late pick 5, little chalky late pick 5 paid $278. The middle pick 5 that paid off in race 7, that paid $537. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about my best bet and price play for Friday, July 11th at Delaware Park. Okay, here's my best bet and price play for Friday, July 11th at Delaware Park. My best bet is going to come in race 4. That's a $16,000 starter allowance, optional claiming $16,000 for filly and mares, never won 2, 6 furlongs on the main track, and Jamie Ness has the lukewarm 2-1 morning line favored in this race. Jamie Rodriguez will ride the 4 Bolo del Crema. I'll make this 3-year-old daughter of Mosler my best bet of the day. She had a sharp debut, maiden score back in May here at Delaware. Ran a decent third 2 starts ago against 25,000 starter allowance company. Did not run well on the turf last out, but now back to the dirt. The Ness barn turf to dirt, they're 23%. She gets an easier spot today. This looks like a race that Jamie Ness and Jamie Rodriguez can win with this filly, Bolo del Crema, 2-1. She's my best bet of the day in race 4. My price play is going to come in race 6. That's a race that Jamie Ness is in. We're going 6 furlongs, 32,000 starter allowance, and Ness has the 6-5 favorite in race 6. The 5 Spike Zone, an 11-time winner last year, but Spike Zone's been off his game a little bit. Spike Zone has been the beaten favorite in his last 4 starts, so I'll take a shot here with a 3-1 shot, the 4 On the Mark. A sharp winner last out at Laurel with a 91 buyer speed figure. Ty Pustina rides for owner-trainer Joanne Schenkel, who's having a good meet here at Delaware. So I'll take a shot with the 4 On the Mark at 3-1 to pull off the mild upset in race 6. That 5-year-old gelding is my price play of the day. Thanks again to all our horsemen, fans, and bettors for supporting us on Thursday. We hope to have some nice weather and maybe be on the turf for you on Friday. We'll see what happens. Thanks again. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.